baby's sake. But, if I had to make an educated guess, I would say that, yeah, the baby needs to.
It's been a wild roller coaster with Chrisean Rock and Blueface ever since she got pregnant with Jr. And the drama just keeps spiraling. The whole situation is messier than ever, with Jr.'s health problems being dragged into the spotlight, and Blueface's reaction to all of it being a big topic of conversation. There's been all sorts of speculation about Jr. potentially suffering from fetal alcohol syndrome due to Chrisean's habits during pregnancy, like smoking and drinking, while pregnant. And it seems like those rumors might actually be true. Blueface, who's been venting from behind bars, has been open about his concerns regarding Jr.'s health, especially after the speculations were confirmed by online doctors and people close to Chrisean. Chrisean's pregnancy habits were concerning, especially when she was caught on video smoking a joint while pregnant. Blueface called her out during that time, expressing his disbelief at her behavior, even asking if she realized the baby was inside her when she was smoking. It's clear there were concerns from everyone around her, including Blueface's mom, Carissa, and his manager Whack 100, who urged Chrisean to get Jr. checked out for any potential issues. But the reality of the situation didn't seem to sink in for her. Meanwhile, others like Charleston White were making jokes about the baby's potential health issues, and it was a mix of cruel humor and concern from the internet. Now that Jr.'s health has become a confirmed issue, one would think that Chrisean would step up and take the necessary actions for Jr.'s care. But instead of addressing the situation head-on, she's been in and out of relationships with Blueface and has now moved on with a new man, NCAA star Titan Newton. The drama has intensified with Chrisean and Newton flaunting their new romance, online with some fans questioning her priorities, especially considering Jr.'s condition. Some believe she should be focusing more on her child's health than jumping into a new relationship, while others think it's about time she moved on from the toxic dynamic with Blueface. Chrisean's current situation has sparked intense debate across the internet, with people dissecting her every move, especially regarding her son Jr.'s well-being. At the center of the storm is the question of whether Chrisean's recent relationship with Titan is a genuine attempt to find happiness or simply a distraction from her responsibilities. The situation is layered with complexity, and every decision she makes seems to stir up even more controversy. The public is divided. Some sympathize with her, while others criticize her for prioritizing her personal life over her son's health, which should be the most important concern right now. Jr.'s health has been a central issue in this whole saga, and it's impossible to ignore the impact that the ongoing drama has had on him. Chrisean's relationship with Titan has become a focal point, with fans speculating whether this romance will last or if it's just another fleeting affair that will eventually end when Blueface, Jr.'s father, is released from jail. The reality of the situation is much more troubling, though. With all the distractions surrounding Chrisean, including her new relationship, the welfare of Jr. seems to be taking a back seat. It's a heartbreaking reflection of how chaotic the lives of Chrisean, Blueface, and Jr. have become. While the internet is flooded with opinions and armchair psychology, it's clear that Chrisean's choices are being closely scrutinized. It's easy for outsiders to criticize or offer advice, but the reality is that Chrisean is facing a deeply personal and complex situation. Her relationship with Blueface, the father of her child, has been tumultuous, and now with Titan in the picture, it seems there are even more complications for her to navigate. People wonder whether her actions are driven by a genuine desire for happiness and stability, or if she's simply caught up in the whirlwind of her chaotic life. The question of whether her romance with Titan is a genuine attempt at happiness or just a distraction is not easily answered. On one hand, it's understandable that Chrisean might be seeking comfort in a new relationship amidst all the turmoil. On the other hand, her focus on this romance raises serious concerns about whether she's giving Jr. the attention and care he desperately needs, especially in the context of his health struggles. It's difficult to ignore the emotional toll that these distractions must be having on a young child, and many people are understandably upset by the apparent neglect. What makes the situation even more tragic is the uncertainty surrounding Jr.'s care. Despite the public drama, there seems to be no clear resolution in sight. Jr.'s health issues continue to be a pressing concern, yet the chaotic distractions in Chrisean's life seem to be worsening the situation. People hope that, somehow, amidst all the turmoil, Jr. will still receive the care and attention he deserves. However, the longer the drama persists, the harder it becomes to see a happy ending for anyone involved. Ultimately, it's a messy and heartbreaking scenario. The public's opinions are divided, but the one thing that everyone can agree on is that Junior's health should be the top priority. Unfortunately, with the ongoing distractions and drama, it's unclear whether he will get the attention he needs in the midst of this overwhelming chaos. This situation serves as a sad reflection of how the lives of Chrisean, Blueface, and Jr have spiraled out of control, and it's uncertain whether it will ever improve. The hope remains that somehow, through all of the noise, Jr will find the care and support he needs, despite the turmoil surrounding him.
I want to put up $5,000 that Blueface and Chrisean Rock have a baby. Let's start making bets now. Come on now, let's.
Carissa's recent statements and her over-the-top support for the idea of Blueface and Megan Thee Stallion getting together have definitely sparked some major reactions. Her comments about Blueface being predicted to marry Megan in 2026 caught a lot of attention, but not exactly in the way she probably hoped. The internet lit up with thousands of Megan's fans, aka hotties, rejecting the idea, with many making fun of Carissa for being delusional. Comments like "Megan don't want a bum lol" and "Carissa is mad that Chrisean is finally moving on" have flooded the comment sections, showing how out of touch some people think Carissa is with reality. Carissa seems to have her own fantasy version of things going on, especially with her constant tagging of Megan in collages and calling her Blue's future daughter-in-law. It's giving off some major mom living through her son vibes, and it's honestly a little uncomfortable to watch. In her mind, she probably thinks she's helping or being supportive, but to many people, it's coming off as her meddling in Blueface's personal life in a way that's over the top and detached from reality. A lot of fans feel she's just reaching, really stretching for some kind of relationship fantasy that doesn't seem to line up with what either Blueface or Megan have going on. On the other hand, some people think Carissa might be acting out, because she's still stuck in the drama with Chrisean and Blueface. She has definitely been knee-deep in all of Blueface's personal affairs from the jump, especially when it comes to his relationships and how everything's playing out with Chrisean. Her public statements about Blueface and Megan could also be a reflection of her disappointment or frustration with Chrisean moving on so quickly after everything with Blueface, especially since she's already talking about the possibility of Blueface being with someone else and having kids. Meanwhile, there's an old clip circulating from the Jason Lee show where Blueface himself said that he's already been there, done that when it comes to the idea of being with Megan. It suggests that even if Carissa is out here making these wild predictions, Blueface might not be interested in pursuing anything with Megan Thee Stallion. The fact that he's already expressed that he's moved past that kind of relationship makes Carissa's public fantasies about them getting together seem even more misplaced. It's clear that the whole thing is messy and complicated, and Carissa's involvement just adds fuel to the fire. Whether she's just trying to move past the drama or has some personal vendetta against Chrisean, it's hard to say. But at this point, it seems like people are just tired of her constantly inserting herself into Blueface's personal life and the drama surrounding his relationships. What do you think? Does Carissa need to chill out, or is she just trying to support her son in the way she knows how? This whole situation with Chrisean Rock, Blueface, and Jr is definitely a whirlwind of chaos. On one hand, we have the public drama around Blueface and Chrisean's toxic relationship, and on the other hand, there's Junior's health, which seems to be slipping through the cracks amid all the noise. As for the rumored hookup between Megan Thee Stallion and Blueface, if it really happened back in 2018 when they were both rising stars in the industry, that's not surprising at all. The fact that Blueface mentioned it later just adds fuel to the fire, especially considering the history of men in Megan's life spilling details to the media. But it's also kind of wild to see Carissa, Blueface's mom, coming out so publicly to fuel the flames about them potentially reconnecting. Whether or not there's truth to it, Carissa's commentary definitely seems like wishful thinking on her part. If Blueface and Megan did hook up back then, it was likely a short-lived thing, and to imagine them reigniting anything now seems far-fetched, especially with everything going on with Blueface and Chrisean. The real issue here is how Junior's health seems to be getting overshadowed by the drama. The video of Jr just staring into space went viral, and everyone's got something to say about it. It's heartbreaking, honestly. As a parent, the focus should be on making sure Jr gets the medical attention he needs, but instead, it's all about petty drama and relationship issues. Blueface and Chrisean both seem to be wrapped up in their personal vendettas and trying to one-up each other publicly, which doesn't seem like it's in Junior's best interest. Blueface's public blame of Chrisean for Junior's health issues only adds fuel to the fire and does nothing to help the situation. While it's undeniable that Chrisean's behavior during her pregnancy, such as smoking and drinking, might have had an impact on Junior's health, the constant blame game only prolongs the suffering. At this point, pointing fingers on social media or airing their personal grievances will not reverse the damage or improve Junior's condition. Instead of publicly accusing Chrisean, Blueface could make a real difference by focusing on what matters most, ensuring that Junior receives the best possible care and attention during this critical time.
I hope she gets pregnant right away. I hope she got pregnant yesterday. I hope the baby got a brother.
Blaming Chrisean in the public eye may serve to alleviate some of Blueface's frustration, but it's counterproductive. Junior's health issues require immediate attention and a level-headed approach. Instead of getting caught up in the drama of personal relationships, Blueface should be advocating for his son, working with medical professionals, and helping to provide the care Junior needs. The focus should be on practical solutions, not on rehashing past mistakes or fueling online arguments. By redirecting his energy into his son's well-being, Blueface could actually help Junior in ways that social media accusations never will. On the other hand, Chrisean's priorities appear to be elsewhere. Whether it's a new relationship with Titan Newton or simply acting out of spite toward Blueface, her actions seem to reflect a personal struggle that overshadows the needs of her son. It's painful to see her caught in this emotional whirlwind. But the real victim in all of this is Junior, who continues to suffer as a result of their tumultuous and selfish behavior. In a situation that calls for calm, cooperation, and prioritizing Junior's well-being, both Chrisean and Blueface seem to be more focused on their own emotional messes, and unfortunately, it's Junior who pays the price. Do I think Junior will get the attention he deserves? Honestly, it's hard to say. The fact that his health is being talked about more as a side note to the drama rather than the main issue is concerning. But unless both of his parents pull it together and put him first, it's tough to be optimistic about it. As for the Megan and Blueface link-up rumors, unless there's solid evidence, it seems like just another piece of gossip that people are blowing up for clicks. But honestly, with everything going on with Chrisean and Blueface, it wouldn't surprise me if those two are just reaching for any form of attention at this point. What do you think? Do you see Junior getting the care he needs, or is the mess just going to keep going on? And do you think there's any real truth to the Megan and Blueface connection? Or is it just more internet noise?